Everybody. We appreciate you hopping in for another edition of the Bench Burner Live series. Here with Knuckles and Square, we're going to be talking about UFC 313 Pereira versus Ankalaev. We're super stoked for this card. I'm sure all you guys are too. Been some change-ups since it was first announced. Some for the better, some for the worse. We're excited to talk about all of them and break this card down. Knuckles, what's up, buddy?
Man, I'm ready. I'm back in the groove, man. I'm feeling it. Sorry, I'm looking up the live so that way I can pull up and read the comments. But man, now I'm feeling it, dude. I am Seattle got me back into the MMA flow like really heavy. I felt like the I think three UFC 300 hangover is finally over almost a year later. And yeah, dude, I'm ready for some fights. I'm excited, man. Last weekend was surprisingly good, and yeah, I'm pumped. But Squared, how you doing, man?
I'm doing really well. I'm excited for this card this weekend. I'm excited for all that it has to offer, even with the switch ups. You know, nothing was going to match Hooker and Gaethje, but I feel like this will be a great fight regardless. Um, Everyone watching, follow us on X/Twitter at bench_burner. Follow us on Instagram and TikTok at bench burner sports. And then everywhere else, Spotify, obviously here on YouTube, Facebook, all that's going to be bench burner sports. 3 words. Go ahead and give us a follow. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, but do actually comment and like and subscribe. But do comment what you're thinking, and we're going to interact with y'all and chat it up. Y'all are just as much part of this as we are.
I look like I just did a line of coke. I promise I didn't. I've got a fucking cough, and I just went and coughed my ass off for a second.
I gave this guy a cough.
Yeah, probably.
I was spitting his food.
Yeah.
And kissing on him.
Went to a goddamn concert Friday night and come back with a cough, and he was just happened to be sick like the 2 nights before. Go figure.
How it goes.
All right. Shit,
Y'all
boys.
ready?
Let's go. Start with the main event at UFC 313. It's going to be Alex Pereira versus Magomed Ankalaev. Alex Pereira is obviously the undisputed light heavyweight champion. And a lot of people think it's a long time coming for Ankalaev to get a shot. Finally, he's 21-1 with 1 no contest. Alex Pereira is 12-2. I believe only 1 UFC loss, right? To Izzy?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thought
Yes.
so. It's a good fight. It's a long time coming, like I said. Magomed Ankalaev can definitely fight. Alex Pereira is 37. He is no spring chicken, but for the light heavyweight division, 37 is the new 34. So, and this one, I think it's going to last a lot longer than a lot of people think. I think Ankalaev will be able to land some takedowns. I feel like that's probably just inevitable. But I think Alex Pereira will be able to get enough or be able to get up enough times to be able to hit him. And if you hit him a few times, especially with Alex Pereira's power, I don't think he can withstand that personally. But then again, we haven't seen Magomed get hit that hard that many times, so we'll see what happens. I do have Alex Pereira by like probably 3rd or 4th round KO. What do you think, Knuckles?
This one was hard. I've been watching like over the past week or so a lot of different. There's like a few fights I've been watching a lot of different like tape and just studying different things about every fighter. This is one of them that I was studying really hard. And I'll say this: I actually like Magomed Ankalaev. If you actually like learn about him, he's a pretty fucking cool dude, actually. Lost his dad at a young age, had to become the man of the house early on. I mean, Pereira obviously came from really hard times too, but he's just a cool dude. I like Magomed, and it helped me kind of see the side of him. And I watched a lot of his fight tape. And then I watched a lot about Alex. And historically, Alex has struggled with southpaws, and Magomed fights southpaw. And he was struggling against Khalil until Khalil, his gas tank failed him, and he ultimately, Alex ultimately took over. But he was a southpaw, and he was landing. I mean, he clipped Alex at one time, and Magomed has shown that he can land shots. He's not, I think, as quick as Khalil, but I think he has deceptive ways he can work in shots, and I think that he's going to use level changes in this fight a shit ton. And I think that the Alex Pereira left hand nuke is always there. But I just think I don't know if he's fought a fighter like Magomed. I think Magomed's very good. And the takedown threat is just going to be it's going to be a horrible to deal with. I know he said he's going to stand with. Everybody knows he's not going to fucking stand with him. It's just a thing that they say. Every fighter says some shit like that. He's going to threaten takedowns. I think he'll threaten him early. He's going to have Alex thinking a lot.
I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure Magomed's gone back on that and literally said it's going to be 25 minutes of wrestling.
Good. Then he's probably doing the right fucking thing because that's what he should do. But either way, if he can get him down once or even threaten with the takedown once, Alex is going to be thinking about that the whole fucking time. The one weapon that Magomed has not mentioned in any of his pre-fight planning, and like, I mean, obviously he probably won't, but nobody's really talking about, is the leg kicks, dude. Like, the thing is Alex has a harder time landing them on southpaws. I mean, if you look at the Khalil fight, he didn't land them as often just because he has to do same side kick, and it's harder for him. He did land them, but Khalil was able to kind of, with his stance, skate away from him. And I think that Magomed, though, has such a penchant for getting hit with leg kicks. I mean, Jan Blachowicz is a good example. Man, there's a lot of variables on both sides, but right now, just due to the wrestling and the ability to just change the fight in different ways, where Alex has one, kind of really one way to win it. I'm gonna go with Magomed by decision. He's not gonna sub him or TKO him. It's gonna be a decision, but yeah, I got
also,
Magomed.
On southpaw, I do want to say real quick before Square goes, he's struggled against southpaw kickboxers. I know Magomed can strike somewhat, but he's not a kickboxer.
Still, it presents an issue. That's the only thing I'm saying.
Even Khalil comes from a Muay Thai background, so
yeah, and that's what helped him with the leg kicks too, because he was raising his lead leg a lot. So, anyway, Square, what do you got, man?
This is a difficult one for me. I'll say this. I see so many ways it could go. Like y'all are saying, our boy Ankalaev, he's kind of a leg kick magnet, and like you're saying, his stance might make that a little more difficult. But also kind of like you were saying, Khalil he's got that Muay Thai stance, able to pick his feet up fast. I feel like Ankalaev is a little heavy on his base, sort of. Might make it a little more difficult to get his legs up to check those kicks. So that, Pereira could find some success in that. And if he finds success in that, he's going to slow down the wrestling a little bit. He's just going to make Ankalaev all around less mobile, less explosive, really just kind of dull that knife. So there's a huge avenue to victory for Pereira, aside from just him landing his left, which is always an avenue for victory for him. But Ankalaev, on the other hand, is a great fighter. He can wrestle his way to a win. He's also, he's got pretty good stand up, and he can hit pretty damn hard. We've seen him put some dudes out. I'm not entirely sure. I'm gonna say Pereira. I think he's just gonna be ready for this one. I think he's gonna live up to the moment. Whoa. Sorry, we got a little storm going on. Well, yeah, go check what that was. Holy shit. That might have been the chairs falling over. Sorry, y'all. We got.
Oh, you're good. It's like that tornado. That time we had the fucking tornado.
It was just the folding chair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that thing's. Ooh. Where was I? But Ankalaev, great fighter, definitely has a path to victory. Honestly, my prediction for this fight is there's a really good chance this fight goes to a controversial decision. I don't know who wins that controversial decision, but the weapons that both these guys have, I can see them colliding in a way that it goes to the judges, and it's a really close one. But I'm just for the sake of it, I'm going to say Pereira.
I also want to note too a couple of little like additives for both guys that might, depending on if people are betting people or if people look into certain things. Alex has been like doing a world tour up until like 2 weeks ago. That has some concern for me. And then for Magomed, I don't know if this strengthens him in his resolve because religion and everything else like that. I'm not going to get too deep into it, but it is Ramadan. I personally am very religious to a point. I mean, I cuss a lot, but I'm a pretty religious guy. I'm a Christian myself, and I know he's Muslim. And when you're devout in your faith, it makes you a stronger person. I feel like, at least it strengthens your will. So, but at the same time, he's fasting for. It started this week. If I'm, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it started this week. So he's going to be fasting from sun up till sundown um, during Ramadan. So it's going to be. I don't know how much that's going to affect his weight cutting ability. I think he'll make weight. I just don't know how much it'll drain him coming into the fight. I mean, especially on fight day too. You're going to be, you know, his I don't know, man. The clock's going to be thrown off. I don't know. He's a fighter, dude. They're tough. I'm sure he can do it, but for both of them, I have concerns. Alex seems like he's not really.
Alex does this before every fight, though. To be fair, usually
To a point. It's just, I don't know, man. I love the guy. I think he's great. I like Magomed too. I did not like him until like 3 weeks ago when I started like learning about him, and I'm like, wow, this guy's actually pretty fucking cool. So I like them both. I'm cool with whoever. I'm cool. I'm cool with whoever wins. Magomed is a little bit more boring than Alex though. So for funsies, I'd like to see Alex win. But also shout out in the chat. Forno Sniper was in there a minute ago. He said he's gonna have to watch this one back. He couldn't tune in tonight, but appreciate you, Sniper. So when you see this, appreciate you. Haven't had any other comments pop up as of yet. But if you guys are watching, don't be afraid to chime in. I've got the chat up on my TV if it's fucking working. But throwing some comments. Yeah.
I'd also like to add that Onk is profoundly Team Aspinall, so I respect the hell out of that as well. It's a big Aspinall guy.
We all know that Alex is probably going to be Team John because he wants that fight fucking desperately. All right. What's up next, buddy?
Up next is Justin Gaethje. First of all, forgot to do this after the intro. I'm gonna take a shot real quick. Since I always do. Cheers.
Oh, he did it, bastard. That was a little better.
Justin Gaethje 25-5. Fiziv's 12-3. Justin Gaethje and Fiziv have already fought once. It was a close 3-round fight. I believe, right? 3 rounds. Was it 3 or 5? 3.
3 rounds. I just watched it this morning. Go back and watch that fight. It's actually really fucking good. I watched it this morning. It was awesome.
No, it was very close. However, I think Fiziv coming off of I don't know, a year and a half layoff, whatever it is. Most recent fight, he hurt his knee. Coming in on this one in like 2-week notice, if that, like a week and a half maybe.
Something like that.
I think Gaethje wins this much more profoundly. I think it's I don't want to say domination because Fiziv is a good fighter. But I really do see a world where Gaethje just, even in 3 rounds, maybe just volume TKOs him, honestly. Like, just a dude that's not used to getting hit that hard for that long, and Gaethje just hits you over and over and over. He doesn't stop. He's going to make it dirty. And I would imagine that it's hard to recreate that in a sparring match, even when you are healthy. So I'm going to go with Gaethje probably by maybe decision, if not like 3rd round volume TKO. Knuckles, what do you think?
Man, I rewatched their first fight this morning. Homie Fu had me watch it. He wanted me to give my opinion on how to score it. By the way, I scored it 29-28 Gaethje, just fucking barely. If we went by how me and Max have been shouting at the rooftops that there should be more 10-10s, I think it should have been a draw, 10-10 second round, personally. But that being said, that first fight was fucking phenomenal. Fiziv cracked him several times, actually wobbled Gaethje, I think, 3 different times in the fight. Gaethje never really wobbled Fiziv, but he was just putting it on him, and the blood made it more appear that he was damaging him more. I mean, in the 3rd round, he was fucking landing. The things that give me pause going into this fight is that Gaethje said he's done with the whole safe approach. He said that's what's losing in fights, so he's going to go in like a car crash again. Well, against Fiziv the first time, he played it safe, and that's what won him the fight because he started using his jab in the 3rd round. His jab was fucking money in that 3rd round. That's what tore Fiziv's face all the shit. And if he's abandoning that, Fiziv is a counter kickboxer. He used to fight Muay Thai and kickboxing. Like that's his whole thing. unless Gaethje decides to clinch and try to wrestle, which he did like twice in that fight. He actually landed his first career takedown, or UFC career. I don't know about prior to that, but UFC career takedown against Fiziev. Fun fact. Fiziev's coming off an injury. Gaethje's coming off of a nasty knockout. Knockouts like that, you don't really come back from fully. Gaethje has been buzzed really fucking hard by Charles and Dustin. I'm gonna go Fiziev. Third round, yeah, decision, 3-round decision. I think he's gonna. Gaethje's getting up there. He's 35. At lightweight and below, welterweight and below, 35, you start fading. I'm kind of being the detractor here, but I don't know. And I could be wrong on all these fucking picks. This could be the card where I just do shit, but I'm just feeling vibe shift here. And I don't know. The ring rust could be real for Fiziev, but I can imagine he's been in a mountain somewhere sparring with some random fuckers. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Fiziev. Not super confident in that one. I could totally see Gaethje cracking him or just doing what he did last time and start jabbing the fuck out of him. So, yeah, I'm gonna go Fiziev. I feel like, yeah, I feel like the counters and his ability to move out of the way of shots are going to play big in this one. Gaethje slowed down also in recent fights. The Max Holloway one was most notable. So, yeah, Fiziev. What about you, Squirt? What do you got, man?
I'm gonna have to go with the safe bet on this one. I'm gonna go with Gaethje. Obviously, I haven't seen him since taking that viral KO from Holloway, so we might get a different version of him. I find it hard to think that Gaethje's ever gonna, even that vicious knockout is gonna make a timid fighter out of him. I think he's still gonna go balls to the wall. He'd been finished before, and he continued to do the style that he does, and I thought it was kind of funny when he was saying that, like, he's done fighting safe and he's going to go back to his WSOF days, because it never seemed like he was ever fighting safe. But
No.
that could be his downfall in this fight, and it could pay off huge. There's so many questions with both these fighters, what makes it really difficult. Gaethje, obviously, in the circumstance he's in, being older, and then you got Fiziev on the other hand, who's coming off of a 2-fight losing streak, the last one being a knee injury, which, maybe he would have won that fight if that hadn't happened, but it still was an injury and it caused a long layoff. So who knows how he's going to be getting back in there, especially on short notice. I've just got more questions for Fiziev than I do have Gaethje. So that's why I'm going to go with Gaethje on this one. Probably the dude. I kind of feel a finish happening in this one this time around. I'm gonna say later. I'm gonna say third round when he started really putting it on Fizzy last time. I think he gets the TKO in the third round.
I agree with your pick, but I do just want to point out that I'm finally not the one that mispronounced the name. Just want to throw that out there. Don't know who Fiziev is, but we're talking about Rafael Fiziev here. Anyways, next fight on the card.
Square's face.
Anyways,
he's like fuck you.
Scoreboard's like 700 to 1 right now. Sorry.
I think we've noted 2.
I'm pretty sure I've heard people say Fiziev.
It's not Fiziev.
I've heard Fiziev. I've heard Fiziev. I've heard.
I feel like I'm hearing Bisping's voice in my head right now saying Fiziev.
He did.
Yeah, go ahead and listen to John Anik say it. Go ahead and listen to John Anik, the man who
I'm not saying I was right.
I can't wait until
a voice in my head. It was Bisping.
Well,
shout out to
I don't know if that's the voice you want to go off of.
Two different people watching. Shout out to Fu and shout out to the MMA Homie podcast. Both of them are watching. MMA Homies is loving the conversation so far. And Fu says he's got Fiziev. Fucked up. Fiziev too. He's got Fiziev too. On that one, yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
I'm just saying 2-0 max right now in this card so far with pronunciations.
Hey, what's the overall main event pick record right now? Who's leading that?
That's not what we're talking about. We're talking about like I said, I had to give you guys who won this weekend. I forget.
Yeah, you guys, you and Coop fucking cooked.
I hope That should be a DQ. That's bullshit.
That shit was nasty.
He was
Doesn't
literally
matter. He won it via
sprinting
cheating.
so far.
Doesn't matter. Won it via cheating.
I'm pretty sure he ran out of the octagon at one point.
If someone was putting heat-seeking missiles,
No, I'm pretty sure he literally.
They are also in the smaller.
Pretty sure he
octagon.
jumped over the cage and ran and hugged his mom at one point. But
oh, you're gonna get on.
His mom's dead. No, you're gonna feel like
anyway.
shit.
The next fight, Jalen Turner versus Ignacio Bahamondes. You see that? You see that pronunciation? You see that Bahamondes? Bahamondes. You see that?
Wow, dude. Max went to some fucking.
You see that? You see that perfection, that emphasis put on it. Anyways, I'm gonna go Jalen Turner on this one. It's a tough one. I know Ignacio Bahamondes has a lot of wins, but if you look at his wins, to me, they're not super impressive. I don't want to call him a can crusher because even can crushers usually don't win that many times, but he has. So no discredit to him. I just think I think Jalen Turner's gotten on the wrong end of a couple of split decisions, and I think he was very, very much too nice to Renato Moicano. Even if he would have followed up, maybe Moicano still wins, but
he didn't.
Yeah, but I mean, he's still looked good in pretty much every single UFC fight he's had, and he's fought some killers. So Ignacio Bahamondes has not fought a killer yet in UFC. I don't think anyone in this chat or live can disagree with me there. And I think he's fighting a killer in Jalen Turner. And I know Knuckles hates Jalen Turner, and he's going to pick against him. Just go ahead and just tell us so. And I think he hates him for no reason. I don't get it. But yeah, I'm going to go Jalen Turner on this one.
It's because he's a rack.
Knuckles, go ahead.
Well, I'm going to say first off by saying Jalen Turner's best win is a loss because he fucking should have won against Hanato, but he was like, no, and fucking turned around and then he got his ass beat. So
also beat Dan Hooker, in my opinion.
No, he didn't beat Dan Hooker. Dan Hooker beat him. Now, Mateusz Gamrot. Okay, I'll take that one. He might have beaten Mateusz, which
I think that Bobby Green got robbed in their fight, to be honest with you.
Kerry Hatley thought the same thing too.
I had to think about that for a minute. I was like, do I remember the right fight? I was trying to decide if that was sarcasm or not.
Kerry Hatley was just like, kill him.
Dude, Bobby Green did something.
You know what he probably did? He probably spit water all over him one time.
Yeah,
when he was
I want to
get ended.
Oh, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, this one's kind of a toss up. They're both tall fucking guys. Ignacio is 6'1", Jalen's 6'3". Still, I don't know if he's gonna fucking make a weight this. Who knows? Ignacio's young as hell. Had a lot of experience for being. He's 27. I think Jalen's like 29. Let me look right now. I'm pulling up there. He's 29. So both young. Jalen's had a lot of questionable losses as well. I think that Ignacio, his counter striking could beat Jalen, but Jalen's also fairly slick on the ground. Fuck, man, this one's tough, honestly. Like, yeah, I know you want me to pick against him. Fun fact: all of Jalen Turner's wins
I just think you will.
No, all of Jalen Turner's wins are by finish. That's pretty sick. Ignacio Bahamondes. I can't pick Jalen Turner, man. I can't fucking do it. If he wins this fight, I will. We'll see. I gotta fucking see something in this fight. I gotta see something because I just don't think he has that willpower, in my opinion. And I think Ignacio, I know you said he doesn't have any really big ones. I'm not gonna lie, that Manuel Torres fight that he was supposed to lose, he was like a minus, or he was like a plus. I want to say he was like a plus 300 underdog or something. Don't quote me on it, but I think he was a Southpaw MMA. Shout out to you. He's in the chat too. But I think he was a pretty favorable underdog to Manuel Torres, and he just beat the dog shit out of him. So Manuel's good. Like, he's a good fighter. Yeah, Ignacio. Gun to my head, Ignacio, and I think it's going to be a finish on either side. Whoever wins, it's a toss-up. I don't want to make a pick because like
You
both.
don't like them
picks.
both. No,
No, I
you
like both.
fucking don't.
No. I like both picks. I don't like both fighters. I like Ignacio Bahamondes. I don't like Jalen Turner. I'm not gonna
For
lie.
some
I don't
reason.
like. So
Doesn't like spiders.
yeah, dude, they freaking the fuck out. Anyway, Squared, what's your pick, man?
I'm gonna go with the guy that we've seen for this fight. Two tall, lanky dudes. I'm gonna go with the guy we've seen compete at a higher level. Now, what holds me back on that one is we've seen him compete at a higher level, but he hasn't been, and he's been competitive at that level too. But he's failed to get the job done. But I think, with that being said, he's garnered enough experience and skill to get through Bahamondes. Look, I can do it too, Max.
Bahamondes.
Yeah. Oh, I guess I did pronounce it wrong. Thanks, Knuckles. I didn't add flair to it. I didn't add flair to it. I think he's gonna get through in this one. I don't really have a method of victory.
I mean, he's finished every victory he has is finished.
Yeah, I know.
I need to look and see. I was gonna say, I don't know. Ignacio has finished all but 4, and he's got 16 wins. So
has Ignacio been finished?
So I'm looking at it right now.
That's gonna be my
two subs. So yeah,
I don't see Turner doing
Jalen's not bad on the ground, really.
Yeah. I just don't think that's going to go that route. I don't think we're going to see this on the ground too much.
No, those fuckers are going to throw, dude. They're going to fucking throw.
Yeah, I think both of them are going to want to keep it standing regardless. I'm going to say we're going to see Jalen get a decision on this one. Call it a hot take.
First one? All right.
Hell yeah.
Damn, I have picked
Jalen does
against
have 4 wins, by the way.
Huh?
Jalen Turner does have 4 submission wins, by the way.
That's why I was saying he's not bad.
Do you know that he was the first person to ever be TKO'd or KO'd/TKO'd by Hanato?
Well, then
Hanato was all submission. I might be wrong on this, but I'm pretty sure.
No, you're right.
I'm pretty sure.
He stopped. No.
I mean, it was decisions.
I think Hanato subbed him, didn't he?
No, I think he started bonking on his head. Because I remember it was UFC 300, and I was like, what a great time to finally get your first knockout.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure all his submissions were rear naked chokes.
Sure
I could be mistaken on that.
Yeah, it was
great. Yeah, he beat him by, he was Hanato's. Because we talked about it going into the Islam fight. Yeah. That's fucking bad.
Yeah.
I mean, he also went on to destroy fucking Benoit.
That was his second knockout, even though it was doctor stoppage. But
doesn't count. Doesn't count.
All right. Well, next up we got Amanda Lemos versus Yasmin Lucindo. Lucindo's going to win this one, I think. I don't really see anything that should prove me otherwise. Amanda Lemos is 37. She's probably on her way out the door. She probably knows that. I'm not going to comment on a fighter's motivation necessarily, but I would imagine being that old, you got to know it's coming. And Yasmin Lucindo is 23. She's just coming into her game, and she's not lost in the UFC except for one time against Yasmin Howergy, actually. And that was one of the best female fights I've ever seen in my life. So I think, and she's won I think 4 fights since then. So I think Lucindo puts her name on the map with this fight. I think she finishes her within 2 rounds. Knuckles. Knuckles, that's your key.
I know. I am.
A woman's fight. Don't think too hard. That was horrible. I apologize, everybody.
Dude, she's fucking 14 years older than Lucindo.
You got the Jeopardy song queued up?
I'm gonna go with Lemos, I think. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm going with Lemos. I don't really have
That's a really good point, actually, that you just made.
Yeah, just
He just
experience against higher level competition. She's fought the best in the world. Where Yasmin Lucindo's best fighter. Fuck you guys. Best fighter she's fought is
Somebody left at you, you asshole.
what? Yeah, Fu said something. What the fuck? Anyway, yes, Lemos, because Yasmin doesn't have enough high level experience. So yeah, there we go. That's what I'm going with. Not confident. She's 37, so she's old as fucking.
Yeah, she's also like, I think 3-6 in her last 9. I could be wrong there, but something close.
She's also
to
fought like she's fought people in the top 5 consistently. I don't really care for Lemos, but I think she's gonna win. Yeah, we'll go with her. Sure, that'll be good. I hope Yasmin Lucinda proves me wrong because always good to have fresh blood. Squared, what's your pick, man?
I'm going Lucindo, just the younger gun. She's on a hot streak. Don't really have too much to say about it. So,
yeah.
Somebody agree with me. Somebody
You're gonna be wrong.
Anywhere. You guys have disagreed with me the whole fucking way. Somebody.
Yeah, you're gonna have a rough fucking night.
I probably am.
Oh wait, never mind. Yeah,
nobody's agreed on. I fucking pray we all agree on this next one. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, it's a tough one. King Green versus Mauricio Ruffy. Fucking A. Probably Ruffy. I hate to say that. I love King Green so much, but that's the thing. It's so hard to pick against King Green because every time you pick against him, he just fucking goes out there and kills somebody. So I'm kind of torn on it, but I really thought that Green would win going into the Patty fight. I just don't like Green's chin as of late, and Mauricio Ruffy hits really fucking hard. So give me Ruffy. I think he's an up and comer. He's younger, probably hungrier, not as crazy. Yeah, give me Ruffy. Knuckles.
Same. I'm wearing my Bobby Knuckles shirt. I should have worn my Fighting Nerds shirt. By the way, Full Violence got another Fighting Nerds drop. You guys should check that out. I'm always gonna fucking shout out Full Violence.
We're not paying us, but
they're not paying us, dude. I'm the ultimate meat rider for Full Violence. So
we'll only have to wait.
Dino is picking
Robert Spears to get your merchandise.
Huh? What? Something
what?
About I'm glocking for the merchandise. Anyway, no. Dino says Robert Griffin's or Robert Green. Robert Green's gonna win. So
Griffin
got good old Bobby.
Robert Green is what he said.
Robert Green, yes.
He'd probably punch you in the face if you called him Robert.
Oh, he would fuck, dude. He'd fuck you up. Yeah, he doesn't. I think he does. He just hates the name Bobby now. But I'm gonna go Roofy, man. Roofy. I don't know how to fucking pronounce it. But I'm gonna go Mauricio on this one.
It's Ruffy. I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard Roofy and Ruffy. I don't know. I gotta fucking listen to John Anik say it this weekend, and then I'll go by that. But going with Mauricio. I just think the youth, they both have similar fighting styles, similar but different. Both keep their hands down. Both counter strike. King does more volume striking with his hands down. I don't know why he does that. Probably not the best technique to do, where Mauricio does more counter striking with his hands down. So I'm going to say Mauricio is going to land a shot coming inside, and he's going to knock out. You guys are laughing at me.
No, we're not. No, I promise. I'm laughing because we have to mute to cough every once in a while because we're both a little
okay.
I did make a face right there because you said something a little.
I mean,
something of an innuendo.
The Robert Green
coming inside. He's gonna. Yeah. Mauricio's gonna come inside and finish Bob, or finish old Bob. King Green. I still fucking love King, dude. I love him. But yeah, it's the year of the Fighting Nerds again. So give me Ruffy Mauricio by TKO in the first 2 rounds. Squared, what do you got, man?
Come for the king, you best not miss. but come for the roughy and shit'll get scruffy.
Oh,
I'm picking roughy.
God. Oh my.
That was bad. I'm going with Ruffy. Dude's just sorry guys, I ruined it. I have to go home now.
Cut this.
Dude, Ruffy. I mean, it's the fighting nerds. It's the aura of the whole team, but it's also Ruffy is just again a young gun. Hits hard as hell. Bobby Green. He's on shaky grounds these days. You never really know what you're going to get from him. But the best we've seen from him as of late was Jim Miller, and
we beat the fucking dog shit out of Jim. I forgot about that.
We did see him flatten Grant Dawson, and that was very impressive. And that's Grant Dawson's no joke.
And it's his only loss in the UFC. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying is like you just never really know. But I just don't see him going out in there and flattening Ruffy. So Ruffy probably by TKO, maybe even round 1, round 2. Early first half of the fight, TKO. That's all.
Hell yeah. Sean Kirk says Whaley pound for pound. Shout out to Sean for that. And Fu said it was an alien joke. I like that. I appreciate that.
Well, we had to follow it up with an official statement there, so
yes. Man, we're fucking kind of zipping through this live. We gotta
notice that as well.
dissension or something, or talk about some shit. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to just really shit on you hardcore, huh?
We got Blades and Kuniev. Super excited for that.
That's gonna be
the disrespect to Blades.
Yeah, that's insane. But I mean, to be fair,
yeah,
he has not been super impressive as of late.
I mean, we need some new blood, but fucking hell.
I mean, he KO'd Jalton on me. That was cool. But I mean, before that, lost to Tom Aspinall, lost to Pavlovich, beat Aspinall because Aspinall blew his knee out, beat Chris Dawkins, who lost to everyone, lost to Derek Lewis, got KO'd in that one, and that was fucking nasty. And before that, beat Rosenstrike, who has not aged very well. So I mean, like,
he's not even UFC.
When we're talking about this decade of Curtis Blades, it's not been that impressive. So like
the Jalton shit was pretty. Jalton was impressive. His performance
was good for sure, but I mean, Jalton finally fought a guy that could wrestle with him, and also finally found a guy that could wrestle with him, and also, okay, dude, did you hear that? You're welcome. Good for you. Harper, aka MMA Squared, is in there ripping ass. So it's distracting. Yeah, it's distracting, dude. God, I don't even know what I was saying. What was I saying? Like, yeah, fucking Curtis Blades is gonna win the fight. Jesus Christ.
I agree. I mean, I don't know. Oh fuck! Ow, that was my knee. I was trying to look up Kuniev shit. This is like his debut.
It is his debut. It's not like his debut. It's 100% without a doubt his debut.
That's insane.
Which he did have a fight scheduled, I believe, and it fell through. It was against Curtis. Oh, it was against Curtis Blades.
I'd like to make an official statement now. I step off screen to take care of business in a gentlemanly manner, and this guy just blows me up.
Yeah, because it was so fucking loud. They didn't hear it, but I did.
Maybe you don't have ADD. How about that? Give that a shot.
You know what, guys? I quit. I'm done.
Hell yeah.
Damn, you guys. Fuck you.
Bye.
Just fucking joking.
Yeah, I'm going with Blades, man. I don't know what to say. Kuniev, like, what, he has a win before he also popped like for fucking everything, but he has a win that got turned over to a no contest against Renan Ferreira. I also think Blades, as long as he doesn't get touched by Hennon,
You're
because
gonna copy Southpaw MMA like that and not give him a shout? That's pretty fucked up, dude. You didn't know that. You didn't know that.
no, I did know that because that's the whole reason
You
that
didn't
PFL.
know that, dude. You're just gonna copy.
Whatever.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, he did pop for a lot of shit though.
Please don't
Like
say
there
that.
was 5 or 6 different fucking steroids. But anyway. Yeah. Blades, because it's Blades. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I could see him losing because it's also Blades and he like has a way to lose cartoonishly, but nah, he's gonna win that fight, and I think he's probably gonna dominate him. Square, do you got anything to say about that shit?
Yeah, I think this boy's going to get fraud checked in his debut.
Frog checked?
Fraud.
I thought you said frog checked.
We thought you was a toad.
That's right.
We thought you was a
That-
toad.
I
And love not even turned him into a
think
horny
my mom
toad.
might be watching, and she loves that movie, so she'll appreciate that.
Shout out.
Yeah, I think he's going to get fraud checked in his debut. At least I hope so. I mean, it kind of pisses me off that some dude is just coming in and getting a top 5 shot out of nowhere. No one knows who this fucking guy is. I mean, we've seen his contender series fight, all that, but it's like, this isn't Chandler coming in. This isn't what's his name? Patricio coming in. This isn't these guys. It's not one of these scenarios. This is just some dude coming in, getting a top 5 shot. And I'll be honest, the heavyweight division kind of needs shit like this, but let's not do that. This isn't the right way to go about it. The heavyweight just needs better fighters, but let's give them like an authentic climb to the top if they're going to make it there. But on the other hand, I
fucking Derek Lewis.
That's the thing, dude. I think we're in a spot in the world where I don't know if there are better heavyweight fighters. Like
Everybody's going to different
you're
sports.
that big, if you're that tall, you're gonna go play football if you're American. You're gonna go play basketball. If you're international, you're gonna go play rugby.
Or if you're like actually quick and a good striker, you're gonna be a boxer.
Right.
Yeah.
Or if you're
so impossible. Like I don't
or if
think
you're me.
What they need to
it
do,
sucks to be in like the UFC standpoint because there's just not much they can do.
what they need to do is focus on the wrestlers, because those are the people that you have a chance to get into the UFC. But
That's the thing. It's so boring. Like
no, think about it. You get a bunch of wrestlers in, it's not going to be them having wrestling matches. And even if they did have some wrestling matches, it would be good competitive ones. But it's going to be like Lesnar's and Velasquez. It's going to be these dudes. They're going to have in a lot of scenarios. Obviously, this is a blanket statement, but they're going to have equal wrestling. A bunch of wrestlers in the division, they're going to strike.
If you're talking about lower weight classes, I think that makes sense. But when you're talking about heavyweight, they're going to strike for a while, and then they're going to get tired, and then they're just going to cage hug for fucking 15 minutes, and they're just going to be separating,
but the thing is,
on the cage.
That's already what we're getting at the division from the
right. I'm not saying it's good right now, but
that's what we're
I
doing.
just don't know. I don't know the route to fix it. I don't think. I get what you're saying, but I don't think that's it because I think that works in lower weight classes because they have more cardio. But I just don't know. Like you need to get. I don't know. I don't even have an answer. You need to pay heavyweights more, I guess.
That too. That's
the thing. Just pay heavyweights more because people tune in for heavyweight fights. People get.
That's the whole reason. Like
heavyweight fights, it's just a historical fact. Boxing, MMA, whatever you want to. So just pay them more. And pay the people that go do other sports, pay them more to come to your sport where it's not a team sport. They don't have to worry about riding a bench and making a minimum contract somewhere, and they can come to your sport and put on good fights. Yes, it's more damaging to their health.
Should the UFC just like this can if any unranked heavyweights are watching the show, I apologize. I'm not talking about you, but should the UFC just cut like a bunch of unranked heavyweights?
They'd have like 5 fighters.
No, dude, they have like literally 22 or 23 heavyweights on their roster. It's like they don't have.
Yes, dude, think about it. Who is on their roster heavyweight wise? Perennially. Like there's guys
their worst heavyweight is what, Chris Barnett, and he's like, and we consider him fun.
Come on,
don't call him the worst.
Okay, sorry. Mo Usman. Mo Usman's probably like the worst
Right.
heavyweight on the roster.
Come
And
on,
like
dude.
he's on the cusp of top 15 because there's no fucking like that's how bad it is. Like Hamdi. Hamdi, don't get me wrong, everybody I know, in the comments can be like, "Oh, don't disrespect the GOAT, Hamdi." Whatever. Hamdi is not a fucking good heavyweight, and he's legitimately probably top
Parker
15.
Porter still exists. I know he's not in the UFC, but he still exists.
That motherfucker's making waves in BKFC. Shout out Parker Porter. The fucking you want to talk about the GOAT? Fucking Parker Porter. Anyway,
Maybe we just make MMA like heavyweight and UFC just only striking.
But then
Nope.
you just dude, it'd be so slight. We get fucking Dada 5,000 versus Kimbo Slice every fucking
That
night.
would be fun. Well, Kimbo Slice is dead, so that's literally physically impossible. But I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, I was gonna say Dada also died, like literally died after the fight. He died on the table, and then they brought him back to life. So that's fun. He died of renal failure of all fucking things because of the weight. He had to cut weight. A fucking heavyweight had to cut weight and almost died because of it. Shout out Dada. But no, I mean, yeah, they got to pay him more because look at Gable Stevenson. There's a whole reason that he didn't come to MMA first because he wanted to go make. Huh?
I said he's scared to get punched. That's why.
Oh fuck, dude, yeah. I think there was a video of him accidentally getting kneed by John, and he was like, oh, he looked like shocked and shit. He was like, oh my god, what the fuck? But nah, yeah, dude, I've been shouting from the rooftops for like years for Gable to go to MMA. Stop being a fucking pussy and just do it. He'd
I
be
still think focusing on some wrestlers, some collegiate wrestlers, is a good move to start with.
Probably.
To at least
that's the thing. If you get, dude, get someone like fucking Shane Carwin. Shane Carwin was a D2 national champion, but he was D2, so everybody's like, oh, he's not that good. And then he came to the UFC and just started nuking people left and right. Just get a dude like that. If they're a heavyweight, they're gonna fucking be strong. They're probably gonna be able to knock somebody out. I mean, even Curtis Blades.
Better idea when you need him. Better idea. Clone Gaziev 15 times over and just there's your heavyweight division. Let's go.
I still think it's fucking hilarious, dude. I still think about that fucking Jairzinho Rosenstruik.
I've got you surrounded.
I've got you surrounded. He's
dude,
the fucking goat for that. Dude, we've spent more time talking about fucking Kuniev and Curtis. Well, I guess the heavyweight division. I want to talk about that fucking flyweight fight next, dude.
Josh Van versus. I'm not gonna try.
Ray Saruya.
Yep, what he said. Ray Saruya. That's what I was gonna say, but I just
I was like, it's not too hard.
That's what I was gonna say, Ray Saruya, but I just wanted you to get it right first. Anyways, yeah, Josh Van, Ray Saruya, the guy's name that I knew before we started this. Ray Saruya is 1-0 in the UFC, 10-0 overall. We got Joshua Van, who is, I believe, like what? 12-2. Yeah, 12-2. He's only 23, which I just looked at that. That shocked me. I thought he was much older.
Ray's 22. This is the youngest fucking matchup I've seen him forever.
It's a young gun fight here for sure. Man, if Josh Van somehow has figured out his fight IQ, he might just win. But God, he just does the wrong things at the wrong time every single time. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I would lean Saruya, but it's a tough one because Josh Van is such a good fighter, but he does not capitalize on his advantages ever. He makes the worst possible mistakes when he has an advantage and ends up losing fights because of it. So I guess I'll go Saruya. Knuckles.
Josh Van's experience, like his high level experience. I mean, he's fought 3 fairly decent level fighters between Chirez, Charles Johnson, and Cody Durden. I mean, they're not like top level, but how good he looked against Durden gave me very, very high hope. He's only 23. Even if he were to lose this fight, I still think he's going to be top 5 to 10 in the future. But Ray Saruya, from what the kids are saying, the cool kids, because I'm not one of them, because I don't fucking know Ray Saruya that well. I've seen him
figure out your fucking iPhone today. You're a grandpa.
With my shitty case.
Yeah.
I know how to hold it.
I could have a typewriter. That doesn't mean I know how to use it. I'd have to come to you.
I do know how to use a typewriter. Funny enough. Anyway,
Yeah. Uh-oh.
but anyway, um, no, Ray's supposed to be good. I mean, he was good on Road to the UFC, and then he was pretty good on fighting Carlos Hernandez. But there were some questions I had. Josh Finn's not the best on the ground, but he showed really, really well improved takedown defense against Cody Durden. His fight IQ isn't the best, but it was much improved against Durden. I think his gas tank is what's the questionable thing more so than his fight IQ at this point. Um, we haven't seen Cerruti really get hit in the fights that I've seen because he just immediately goes for a takedown. I'm gonna go Josh Fan, but I'm not entirely confident. I'm really excited because this is like the future of the flyweight division, and slowly but surely, flyweight is becoming one of the best divisions in the UFC. Slowly but surely. I remember what was it 5 years ago when Dana was talking about fucking possibly cutting it because and now it's like just a fucking birthplace of talent. I mean, look at uh Van Saruya, Almabayev. Well, Almabayev's 31. But Tatsuro Taira, Muhammad Mahayev, if he ever gets signed back, I hope he doesn't. Fuck you. Let me see. I mean, these are guys in their 20s. Charles Johnson's in his 30s, but he's good too. He's talented. Cody Durden, Bruno Silva, even though he got his ass beat. I'm just thinking of like some talent, it's up and coming. I mean, a lot of different dudes do. I mean, there's a lot of options, a lot of good options. Who's the guy? Amir Albazi's not bad.
You didn't throw in Kai France.
He's been in the division. I'm thinking of like people that are.
Well, yeah, but Also, to your point, it's kind of like the polar opposite of what I said about the heavyweight division. I feel like the flyweight division is getting so good because we have these heavyweight guys that are so big, so athletic. The athletic ones go and play other sports where they can use their size to their advantage, and then you have these guys that are incredibly athletic that are so small that they can't play those other sports.
Mm-hmm.
So they find MMA, and I think that's happening way more often lately. And I think that's why we're having an increase of talent in the flyweight division, just guys that are just studs of athletes and can fight.
I mean,
but they just don't. They can't make it in other sports because they're probably good at those sports, but they can't make it just because they're so small. So
their only other option. Well, their only other option is to go to fucking Thailand and fight little tiny boys. Like
every fucking week.
Why'd you say it like that?
Sorry, just being truthful. They're all like fucking little tiny goblin men. They're like fucking. You ever see that?
Yeah, but you didn't say men.
You ever see that fucking meme of Davis and Figueiredo? I like the cover up. You ever see that? You like the
twist it all. What was that?
The fucking
staying within the boundaries of the algorithm.
He did. See, he did the RFK
the
fucking where he did. But no, yeah. You remember what the fuck?
Conspicuous than that shit.
You ever see the fucking meme of Figgy where he's like doing this to Bisping and like they edit him where Bisping looks like he's a knight where they're like that's like every fucking fighter from Thailand. They're little tiny fucking boys. They're not even men. They're tiny boys. They're like 5'2", dude. They're 5'2",
dude. Give it a rest.
Sorry, I'm just shitting on them because there's certain people who think that that's more fun to watch than literally human size, like actual normal sized human beings fighting. But anyway,
Muay Thai is pretty fun, but
it's fun. But they look like
I wouldn't want to
children.
go and fight every weekend over there either, because that's what they do. They got like 20-year-olds with 200 fights on their.
The only exciting Muay Thai fighter is Blob Tang. Shout out. But anyway, yeah. So my pick, is Van, but I'm not super confident. I kind of just hope I don't really care for Ray either because he's a little cocky, a little bit too cocky at that young. If he beats Josh Van, I hope they like fast track him and he has to fight Tatsuro Taira, and Tatsuro Taira just bullies him. He's got to get some. He's got to learn some respect in this division. You're cool, but you're 22. Calm the fuck down. Anyway, Squared, what's your pick on that? Do you have one?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Van. I feel like we've just seen better things from him. I say that while also not being familiar with Toyota at all. That I should not have said. That's for sure. I um oh, I'm sweating.
You know evil, hear no evil.
We'll be all right.
He's worried about covering his mouth up, but he says some shit like
as long as they didn't see me put a nicotine pouch in, we're okay. We just haven't seen that much from Sayar, whatever, Ray.
Saruya, yeah. Whatever the
What's
fuck.
his first name?
Ray. Yeah, Ray.
Ray. I'm gonna call him Ray. We just I also remember not liking Ray. I barely remember his fight. I just remember being like
Me and you, because I think me and you talked about it because he was sitting there on the cage before the fight and he was doing this.
Like, oh, Jesus, yeah.
Some shit like that. And I was like, who the fuck's this guy think he is? You're on road to the UFC. Calm down, kid. Calm down.
We went out there and got a decision. Beautiful. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Van. I feel like Van's gonna be something special. I feel like he's starting to kind of put things together. We're gonna see better and better out of him every time he steps into the octagon. And yeah, I think we're gonna see a continuation of that, and then he's gonna start to move on to bigger and bigger opponents.
Oh yeah.
But Ray will be all right. He's 22. He'll become less cringy, and he'll get better and better as he goes as well. So shout out to both these guys for being younger than everyone in this room and on this podcast and a whole lot further in life.
Hey, man, we're doing our thing, bro. We're doing our thing. Fuck, what was I going to say? Not really any other fights. I mean, some pretty interesting ones. Myron Santos is fighting Francis Marshall. I think Myron's probably going to take that one. Oh, well, when Max gets back, we got to talk about our fucking boy. Damn, can't even wait for me to fuck.
No, and he fucking does.
He did
it! God.
Also, Michelin G or whatever your name is got out.
It's not bad.
Max, we got to talk about.
Hold up. I could hold a lighter up to his mouth and he'd look like a damn dragon.
Max, we got to talk about our boy, the Hulk.
Yeah, we do.
Ion Cutelaba fighting?
No.
He's fighting. Isn't he? Where is he fighting? Did they schedule him for London?
Didn't he just fight?
He just fought.
Yeah, but he's fighting Bukauskas now. I think
I think you're right.
No, Montreal.
Yeah, Bruno Ferreira is fighting Armin Petrosian. Armin Petrosian hasn't looked bad in the UFC. Neither has Bruno Ferreira. He lost to Abus most recently by submission.
We don't fucking talk about
he had won, I believe, 4 fights in a row, all by KO. The dude hits so fucking hard. Armin Petrosian.
He lost to fucking Ruzaboyev too.
Did he?
Yeah, he got TKO'd. Yeah, he beat Greg Cup. Double Cup.
You're right. Sorry. Yeah, Armin Petrosian, he's had an on and off career in the UFC so far. He's been in the UFC since 2022, lost to Shara Bullet, Rodolfo Vieira, that's 2 in a row. Beat Christian Leroy Duncan by a fairly close, boring decision. He beat RoboCop as well. He lost to Baraglio and then beat AJ Dobson. I mean, give me Bruno Ferreira here. I mean, this is probably the kick out the door for Armin Petrosian. And I don't hate Armin Petrosian, so I don't love to say that, but it's probably what's going to happen. He's probably going to lose and get cut. He's just been too inconsistent. And Bruno Ferreira, I think he's just got power that's going to really test Armin's chin. Knuckles, what do you think?
Man, when Armin came to the UFC, I thought he might have been the truth. Not the truth, but I thought he was pretty good. And then every fucking fight I've ever picked him in, he's lost because I think I picked him against Shara. I think I picked him against RoboCop. I think I picked him against no, he did beat RoboCop, right? No, yes. He lost to RoboCop. Oh, he did? Okay. I picked him. There was 2 fights where I picked him and he lost, and I was pissed. And Bruno's just the fucking truth, man. I think Bruno has a bright future if he can figure out the cardio and if he can figure out the fucking grappling, dude. You're from Brazil. How do you not know jujitsu? You fuck. Anyway, um, Bruno is gonna knock his ass out. I think Armin's gonna do some tricky kickboxing shit, and then Bruno's gonna just pull one of those that one of my favorite KOs of all time. I mean, I fucking rewatch the shit in my head all the time. The RoboCop where he's and then he fucking pops him like that. I mean, it was like he went Matrix and then just fucking. Oh god, I need to watch that again. I love that shit. You guys are talking shit in the chat. I like that. Anyway,
what?
What about coming?
Sound like you just did it.
Anyway, yeah,
They
I love
said
Bruno.
cumin, by the way, guys. We're talking about ingredients.
Cumin.
Please don't block us.
Cumin all over the place. But anyway, Bruno Ferreira by knockout, first 2 rounds, gonna do it. It'd be funny as fuck if it was another spinning back fist, just to fucking Armin just looked dumbfounded on the ground, like what the fuck just happened. But yeah, Bruno Ferreira by knockout. I could see Armin winning a tepid kickboxing decision because he's Armin, but I think that Bruno's gonna put the pace on him and just pop, crack him, and hopefully that motherfucker will get a big step up. I kind of would like to see him fight maybe Shara next. Bruno versus Shara if he beats Petrosian, maybe. Cool. I'd like that. But anyway, there we go. That's my pick. Squared, what do you got on that one, man?
Dude, I don't have a lot on this one. I'm going to go with Bruno just because I feel like we see a little more consistency out of him, just a tad bit. And off that alone, I'm picking him to win.
Fuck yeah, he's going to get him. He's going to knock him out.
Lock of the week?
He's going to make him human.
Lock of the fucking week, dude. Lock of the fucking week. If Coop,
he's going to make him human so hard.
Human or cumin?
Human. That's what I'm going to say. He's going to make
him
human.
I hope I'm fucking human. I'm not one of those lizard people, okay?
I mean, you can't, dude, if anybody here is a lizard, it's probably.
We've never seen Coop.
Oh.
I'm just saying, I've never seen Knuckles and a lizard in the same room.
To be fair, we did have a literal alien on this show for a little bit.
Yeah.
I love that guy.
But we fucking draw the line at lizard people, though. We fucking draw the line at lizard people. There's not really much else. That fucking Juice Head's fighting Alex Morono. That layout, he's gonna be juiced to the fucking.
Yeah, Alex Morono, that damn Juice Head, Alex Morono. Yeah,
that's just gonna be.
You got Alex Morono, who looks like a.
I can't say
that.
You know that video, the 2 blanks fighting. That's gonna be that video.
Saying blanks just makes it sound. That leaves a lot of ambiguity in the air. Could only be worse.
Alex Morono looks like he belongs in the
2 restarts fighting.
What's the fucking? Is it American History X?
Folks with mental disabilities fighting.
Hey, is the one movie with the one movie with Edward Norton? Is it American History X where he plays the guy?
Like the fucking curve. Yeah.
Alex Morono looks like he would belong in that group of people. That's all I'm gonna say. Like he just looks like he does. And then Carlos Leal looks like he just takes every fucking he goes to Mexico. Well, he's already in Brazil, so he goes to his fucking local doctor wherever and just gets needles in the ass. So we got Edward Norton versus the fucking Hulk, pretty much. That's funny. Wait, that's funny because Edward Norton, Hulk. I'm funny. Anyway, what are you guys talking about, fuckers?
Nothing. Nothing.
Fill you in later.
Then you got. That's it, pretty much. You got Myron Santos and Francis Marshall. I think that's a fun fight.
What's y'all's pick for fight of the night?
Probably
Gaethje Fiziev. Yeah, Gaethje Fiziev. Anytime. I think I'm pretty sure anytime Gaethje's been on a UFC fight card, it's always been fun.
Maybe Green and Ruffy.
I feel like Turner Bahamondes has some potential.
I know. Yeah, there's a few.
We got 3. Watch fucking
Hell,
Lucindo.
man.
Watch
No, no.
Lucindo and fucking Lemos get fight of the night. Dude, but the thing is, anytime I don't think there's been a. I
Wait,
think
did you say something? You said you shouted out
Lemos.
a female fight?
I said, what if Lemos and Lucindo gets the fucking fight of the night? That'd be
No,
fun.
no. Before that, you said Myron. Oh, never mind. I'm fucking.
Myron Santos, and Francis Marshall. That's a good fight to watch.
Chocolate Rain. Chocolate Rain's fighting. Chocolate Rain's fighting.
Tezonde.
Right.
Chocolate Rain.
Chocolate Rain. A baby born to die before this in chocolate rain. Dude, that song, I haven't watched that video in like 10 years, and that song is
Bro, he so
ingrained.
much looks like him, though. It's crazy. Doesn't he?
Bro. Oh, he does. No, he does.
Never come again. Chocolate rain.
That is
He's gonna be
literally.
I can still hear that shitty keyboard opening to that song.
Sounds like some fucking.
He was trying to make a serious song about race relations, and then everybody just thought it was hilarious.
Everyone's like,
and made it viral.
Daniel Tosh.
Well, it's because when he moved into the mic, it was like this. He would
chocolate rain.
Yeah, he was like chocolate rain.
Dude.
The fucking face expressions that man made.
All right, on paper, what do you guys give this out of 10? Like a 7 for a pay-per-view, like a 7.5? It's not like super strong. I'd say like a 6.5, 7.
Give me an 8-1. Give me an 8-1.
Name value, it's not crazy, but like the potential of
the matchups are pretty
damn good. Yeah,
solid.
the potential is really good.
Yeah. Okay. So for casual watching, for casuals who don't know shit, they're gonna give it like a 6. For hardcores, it's like a fucking 8.5. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
I like the. I want to go off the. What would you say? What was yours?
8-1.
8.1.
Yeah, I was about to say I like the El Presidente score.
8-1.
Get real specific. I'm gonna give it.
Dude,
7-9.
Well, if you guys like the El Presidente scores, I have El Presidente scores for beers. I'm gonna start tweeting those out. So if you guys ever want some fucking beer ratings, I have like a shit ton right now. I'm drinking. Wait, are we?
I don't know why I called him El Presidente. I couldn't think of the Dave Portnoy. I would never call him
Stool Presidente. Right now, I'm drinking the good old cheap Natty Light tonight, just to take it a little bit light. For sippability, this is a good one. But for overall, it is a 6 Vegas
card.
It's a 7.1. Natural Light's a 7.1. It's drinkable.
I went with the Kroger brand seltzer water, blackberry citrus. Gonna give it a.
We don't have Kroger.
Gonna give it a solid 7.2.
I'm gonna go with my old Four Roses and Coke mixture here, and I'll give it. I'll give it an old.
Hit him with the roughie.
Let's give it a 7.7.
Put that on a t-shirt. What'd you give it, Max?
7.7.
Solid.
Knuckles, good news for you. Randy Brown will fight Nicholas Dalby at UFC Kansas City on April 26th.
What the fuck is going on? So, to update everybody, because I'm trying to go to Nashville sometime this year, I will be only attending UFC Kansas City. Des Moines, unfortunately, will more than likely not be happening, even though one of my favorite fighters currently, Montel Jackson's fighting at the card, and that just tears my fucking heart apart. And Trevor Peak. I'm going to stick.
If you came for the weekend of the card you were going to come, I wouldn't be here anyway, so I think I'm going to the beach with my parents. So
for 314.
Cool. Well,
I'm going to kick you in the face right now.
That's okay. Me and Squared will fucking.
Can you imagine? You know that,
just see a fucking.
You know that scene from the Eric Andre show when Hannibal Buress just head kicks the shit out of Flavor Stand up and just pop his shit. Oh, that'd be fun.
You have to. It's my dad's birthday.
Tell your dad to get a different birthday, damn it.
Fair. I mean, he's
a fake birth certificate.
Yeah.
Social security card, whatever.
Make that happen.
Whatever he's got to do. Dude, I'm on my
I'm going to make him watch the card.
I'm on my 5th identity right now.
I'm going to make him watch the card with me, and I'm going to make him love him. I'm going to do it. It's going to happen.
Also, anybody watching, if you have any comments right now, we're kind of like tail end of this, kind of just chatting. So if you have any comments, questions, concerns, reporting Max to the police, whatever, just, I mean, Put it in the comments. Also, yeah, what is your guys' prediction for fight of the night? How many finishes do you guys think will be on the card? Do you think it's going to be a decision heavy card? Do you think it's going to be a good fight, not or a good card? All that, put it in the chat. We'd love to hear it. Of course, we're going to hang around for just a minute, and then we'll probably get out of here before too long. But we'd love to hear your guys' input.
Sweet.
So 12 fights. How many finishes? 12 fights. How many finishes?
I won't be here for this one. Say that again.
12 fights. How many finishes do you guys think there will be?
7. No, that was little.
That was hot. That's hot.
I'm gonna stick with that.
I'm gonna go 5.
Okay. I think I'm gonna go in between you guys. I'm gonna go 6. So I think it'll be in that range.
Just right us, you fucking nerd.
Let's get a little knuckle sandwich going on. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking nerd.
Oh, we got a chat. We got a question in the chat. This is from an individual. The question is, my question is for Max. Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Why are you gay?
Complicated question.
Why are you gay? Why are you running? Why are you running?
Who says I am gay?
I just like I like to be happy. I like happy things.
This motherfucker is going back to 1912 using fucking.
I like joy. I like.
And he calls me old. Fucking.
All right, so if you're gonna play this game,
why are
you a British cigarette?
Why are you a bundle of sticks? Why are you a bundle of sticks? Now, bro. Anyway, dude, this card's better than the last pay-per-view. I'm just happy about that.
My country mile.
Yeah.
We kind of been spoiled realistically. The last card obviously on paper sucked ass, but it delivered. The card before that, the Denver card not Denver, Seattle, 2 completely fucking different locations. Seattle was really good. I think this one has potential, legitimately. Gutierrez and Castaneda, that's going to decision because Gutierrez just lost his ability to be fun. I don't know who the fuck Santos and Diaz are. Who the fuck is that? There's a shadow over you, bro.
Yeah, the shadow of alcoholic. I just got eclipsed by liver failure. I'm sorry, Max. I'm being an asshole.
Knives and Pizza said, "Yo, guys, how awesome would it be if Alex and Ankalaev just randomly started kissing mid-fight and Herb Dean jumps in?"
Whoa.
That somebody said, "Hey, yo," and he says, "My bad." Oh, man. Herb Dean would probably, that'd be a late stoppage for Herb Dean. He'd probably it'd be a super late stoppage. Herb Dean would watch that shit go on for a minute. He'd be like,
"Do you think
it was Kerry Hatley? If it was Kerry Hatley,
been like, oh shit, nasty knockout.
Oh, nasty.
Fuck, I'm supposed to stop it." I think Mark Goddard got really close to doing that because everyone saw that clip of him at UFC 300 when Holloway knocked out Gaethje, and he was like, "Oh!"
Yeah, he goes, "Oh!" I think he said that was
probably jump. I'd be like, "Ooh, oh shit!"
I couldn't be a ref because I'd probably pull a Kerry Hatley and just watch some dude beating the fucking soul out of somebody.
I'd be like, that's
fucking awesome.
You're in your living room all of a sudden. You're just like, "Oh shit, ref, stop!"
You can't tell me.
Oh.
Kerry Hatley was probably fucking thinking about what he was going to drink after the fucking fight. He was like, "Oh, that boy's getting beat bad. Holy shit!" That's what he kind of sounds like anyway. He's like, "That motherfucker getting beat. Shit." That's got to be the worst fucking stoppage ever. Where's that little short fuck ref been? The guy that looks like the fucking Hulk, the little short dude, the guy.
I love that guy. Yeah. I love that dude. One time he was out of town, and me and Zan were watching Contender Series, and this guy comes out, dude, we didn't stop laughing for like the entirety of the fight. And then it was like two like big ass fighters too. And he had to lift one of the guy's arms up, and we were about like, he's not gonna be able to get his arm up. And sure enough, he like lifts it up to here. So the guy's like got his hand out like that. That he won the fight. Oh my god. That dude's my favorite just off of aesthetics alone.
I fucking love him. Let me think of some more random. Obviously, Kerry Hatley, that fucking guy. He's country as shit, but he sucks so bad. Mark Smith is the NPC ref of because he's his name number one, and he just looks like very fucking normal. Like he looks very normal. Mark Smith's the NPC ref. Mike Beltran just fucking sucks. Can I be honest? Can I say it? Mike Beltran's probably like top 5 worst ref in the UFC. I think he's fucking awful, dude. He's so bad.
I like Beltran.
Sorry. I don't like him, man.
He's
I don't
still,
like him.
Despite the way whatchamacallit played out, Cejudo and Song, still a Herzog supremacist. Absolutely.
Oh, Herzog all day. I also, because I called him out for it, and he actually responded and said something like, "We all make mistakes." He responded to my fucking tweet about the because Max
like an asshole, didn't you? He made you feel like an
dude,
asshole.
yeah. Dude, I did.
you're probably a couple beers deep. Let's be honest. And you're like, this motherfucker. And he was like, hey man, don't tell me you've never been there before. And you're like, fuck
Right.
up.
Dude, when he said it, I was like, I think I responded like, "I'll still love you always" or some shit like that.
Dude, I was just like fucking around. Actually, my kid stole my phone, and that was him.
My kid's like, "Fuck you, Jason. Fuck you." No, dude, no. Yeah, Herzog's my go-to. Herzog number 1, Goddard number 2. Even though sometimes he's a little early on stoppages, but like Herzog, the one that pissed me off, but obviously he's made like 2 or 3 mistakes in the past like 10 years. He's been doing this shit. Is the Cannonier and Imavov. I don't think it would have changed the outcome.
Yeah,
but
that one was
like he stopped it a little early because like, well, what pissed me off as I remember is it got stopped early, and then I don't remember if he reffed the next fight or if it was Goddard. One of the two of them did, and Borrello just fucking plastered Jared Cannonier, and he fell to the ground, and they didn't stop it, and I was like, but it got stopped last time. I was like, this dude's dead. I was like, so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, still, Herzog, I'll tell you the one, my actual GOAT, but he doesn't ref anymore, is Josh Rosenthal. That motherfucker was the GOAT. He was the tatted one, dude with all the tats, and he got arrested for like, I'll send you a.
I'm Googling it right now. The name sounds very familiar. I'm trying to put a face to it.
Rosenthal. Yeah, he's one of mine. Wait.
Oh, yeah. He got arrested? Not this
I think that's why he quit.
He looks allergic to prison. You're telling me this man got arrested? What?
Did you look up a MMA ref, Josh Rosenthal?
Yeah, I was being sarcastic. He looks.
I was like, dude, he's tatted all.
He looks like he was born in jail, and they didn't allow him out until he started acting right, and then he just wound right back in there.
Dude, I wish I looked up. He's still on like Instagram and shit, and I think he does like he installs like AC units and shit for a living now for like industrial buildings. Probably makes more fucking money than he did reffing, no. Shout out Josh Rosenthal, one of my favorites. Still think it's funny that Frank Trigg became a ref, considering I'm pretty sure like back in the day he used to bitch at refs or like he used to foul all the fucking time. So shout out Frank Trigg. Was Max on? I gotta take a piss. You guys gotta talk about some shit. We haven't been getting too many comments in the chats.
Well,
trying to think of another good question. What are the comments looking like? Anybody said anything?
No.
Who was it who refed Green versus?
That was
yeah, I think we already answered.
Yeah, that was what's this guy name? Kerry Hadley.
Yeah. Oh shit! I don't know if Nuck was mentioned this name, but another bad one is Tognoni.
Yeah.
I don't think he's necessarily bad.
Chris Tognoni.
I just don't. Tognoni.
Ever since, like, I mean, I've always not liked him, but when he patted Matt Schnell on the chest, and said, "Man, you hit your head pretty fucking hard." I was like,
Yeah.
or he said, "I don't know what." He said, "I don't know what hit harder, him hitting you in the head or your head bouncing off the canvas." I was like, "What the
What about
fuck?"
that,
He looks over at the coaches and he's like, "Just see that?
What about
Yeah,
that?
they
Ref?
saw that dumbass."
What about that ref in the Jan and Aldo fight? Y'all remember that? This is
Just
terrible.
let Aldo get.
Oh, when Aldo got
Who
fucking
was
plastered, who
that?
was that?
Was that Herb Dean?
No. That was a guy that Dana said literally will never ref for the UFC again.
Oh, Steve Mazzagatti? No,
No, that was. I feel like
it was some
he was already
Russian
gone
dude, I
by
think.
Mario Yam. No, I'm thinking of Mario
No, it
Yamazaki.
was
He
a
was
Russian.
fucking bad.
I just said it was
Hold
a
on.
Russian dude. He said Mario Yamasaki.
I mean, could be. Also, real quick, while we're looking that up, Mini Rambo MMA wants to know what our favorite fighters are.
Oh, it was definitely not a Russian guy. Leon Roberts was the ref.
So it could have been Steve Mazzagatti after all.
In disguise.
Steve Mazzagatti with a mustache.
Player.
But hey, Mini Rambo MMA wants to know. He said that he's going to chime in with some chat questions. He wants to know what's our favorite. Who's our favorite fighters? Do we want to do like our top three? Do we want to do our number one?
We can do a top three.
Okay, top three current or top three all time?
All time.
All time. Okay, I'll go first. Crow
I
Cop.
think my ones are current. So
Crow Cop, Robert Whitaker, Robbie Lawler. It's my top three all time.
Mine are. This is such. Nobody likes this, but it's Bisping number one,
just an odd one.
GSP number two, and Volk number three.
I fucking actually.
Dustin doesn't make the top three.
No, I mean no.
Damn,
dude, that's like. But hey, squared if you think
man.
about it. That's like me saying Jeff Molina is one of my favorite fighters because I met him. I mean, but no, I didn't do that. Squared, who's your top three?
So it was. Hold on. It was Ben Davis in the video, right? Not Knuckles.
Okay, let's stop that.
What did you just do? What was the sound you just heard? God damn! I'm full of a room of.
All right, I think.
Squared, what's your top three? Give us your top three.
Shadows the Bronx, number one. Number two. Yeah, there's like a lot of names. I probably shouldn't have gone with the top three. I've been really digging Diego lately, and I know that just makes me sound like a noob, but I saw the guy at UFC Nashville, so I kind of feel like I've got.
Hey, don't feel bad. Like
when he got on top of the octagon after the win, we made eye contact, and we've been vibing ever since. So
don't feel bad, dude. John Silva's like in my top like 6 or 7, and he's brand fucking new. So don't like of all time. I fucking love the dude. So don't feel bad. I love John Silva with passion. Go ahead though. Who's your number three?
3 is a hard one, dude.
Michael.
I've got a love, and I don't want to say hate because not an ounce of hate, but like the dude lets me down a lot. But Chandler,
I knew he was gonna say Michael Chandler. I knew it.
He lets me down a lot. But this is the guy who, back in his Bellator days, there was a time where I was more into Bellator just because I liked Chandler a lot. Before I was even like, I was obviously a UFC fan.
Back when it was actually like a good product. It was a good product back then.
Yes. And I was like more into Bellator than the UFC at that point. Even though I knew the UFC was better and all that stuff, I was just like, dude, this guy Chandler's fucking sick as hell. And you know what, Max? You might shit on me for it, but I'm not going to turn my back on that guy. You should.
I'm trying to think of any fighters I know there's a fighter I have.
If I treated people the way he wants me to treat Chandler, I would have probably suffocated him in his sleep many months ago.
Hey, you know what? I respect it, but I just
Mini Rambo said that he wanted to know our favorite current fighter. So Max is.
But did you meet him like I did?
No, I met Dustin Poirier. He's not in my top 3.
I met Michelle Pajeda. But Mini Rambo said he was wondering about the current fighters. So current fighters for Squared, it's Charles. Max, it's Volk, and for me, it is Rob.
Well, it's not Volk currently, as Currently, no, it's Alex Pereira.
What a fair weather fan. Wow.
What the fuck? I've made this known before. It's not a new thing.
Rob's been losing. He's still my favorite.
It did,
Fair
but
weather
you
fan.
did start to kind of make that shift when Volk started trending downward, and Pereira started trending upward.
No, it's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
current-
Hey, but the thing, dude, they could say the same thing about me liking Gian Silva. I love Gian Silva ever since he started barking on the Contender Series. That motherfucker
And I
had my
bet you're
heart.
still gonna like him when he loses.
Yeah, because there's a chance he's going to get wrestle fucked by Bryce.
Okay, yeah,
But
I hate
also,
him. I hate him. Just a little.
Mini Rambo says that his favorite current fighter is Ilya. Shout out, respect that.
I used to be huge on Ilya, and I still am. I still like Ilya a lot, but I started to kind of not like him as much when what was it? I don't know. One of the times when he just got real mouthy, I was like, so.
I
But I
just
still
my
think
big-
he's great. I still like him. So
Who you guys got? Fizzy and Gaethje. Me and Squared have Fiziev, and Knuckles has, or no, me and Squared have Gaethje. Sorry, and
Yeah.
Knuckles has Fiziev.
I think on the entire main card.
when you said Fiziev at first, I was like, yeah, I did pick Fiziev, but no, I picked Gaethje. Because I'm pretty torn on that one, but I'm going to go with Gaethje.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, dude, you guys watch that.
And then the wrong person has Fiziev.
I'm telling you guys, watch that fight back. So I scored it because Fu asked me. He DM'd me and asked me
You
if
were
I would.
talking about a fight with full camp, though.
No, but no, I'm just saying if you guys get the chance, go back and watch it. It's really fun. This morning I woke up.
Listen, I picked Gaethje in that fight, and when it came to a decision, I remember very, very distinctly that I was not confident. I was worried as fuck that they were going to.
That second round, dude. I think the only reason I picked Gaethje is because he cracked Fiziev one time really hard, and that one punch swung it for me. Other than that, Fiziev, I think early in the round landed a knee to Gaethje's head. There's a lot. That second round is so fucking good because it's really close. Yeah, if you guys get the chance, rewatch it. Super solid fight.
Can I just say when Gaethje gets wobbled, it's the funniest thing. I like Gaethje, but when he gets wobbled, the way his the way his motor start when Chandler hit him in that one in their fight, I think it was the first round. Chandler just puts one straight down the middle. He literally does this. He he sort of looked like he was doing like a cha-cha or something. I don't even know what. He started shaking back and forth like he's riding an invisible horse, and that horse is bucking. Funny shit.
Bro, when fucking oh shit. Whenever I'm just trying to think of him, Charles buzzed him, fucking clipped him, and he just drops. And when he subs him, he goes out and he just looks like an infant laying there. He's because he goes out, he taps, but then he goes out.
Does this a little bit.
Yeah, he's and then when Dustin clips him, he looks drunk as shit. He's doing this, whenever the ref's catching him, and he's and
I
then
can't believe you son of a bitch.
When Fiziev in the third round, when Fiziev caught him and clipped him. Mini Rainbow said, I don't think Gaethje's chin will hold up after a KO like that. I know it. I'm not wearing my glasses, so I can't fucking see. I know it isn't Gaethje's first KO, but you can't keep taking that kind of damage. Well, it's his first clean KO. He's never been knocked out clean. The only people that's ever finished him are Charles, but that was by sub, Dustin, and that was a standing TKO, and Eddie was also, I think, a standing TKO. So those are type of KOs that can change your career. Gaethje pretty much died inside the. Uh-oh. I think I lost you guys. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. You guys dropped out for half a second. What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. That's crazy.
We got a third person in the chat.
No, we don't. No.
When?
Anyway, yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe.
Watch your reaction to us falling.
I was I go. Like, what the fuck? I was like, what's going on? I was like, huh? But also, I think it's standing TKO. So, there's a type of KOs that can change your career. Gaethje pretty much decided that. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do? I'm just
I was
like
nervous as fuck. I was like, wait, did that end the live or something?
No, I've done that before.
I mean, if it did, it did.
I've had a rough go this last week.
Hey, it happens, man. It happens. What the fuck was that?
No house fun.
I'm trying to figure out how.
What else we got to talk about? I don't know anything.
No, there's not much else. So does like the fucking iPhone 16 just not go dark?
I don't know, dude.
You might have to change that in the settings or something.
Okay.
Go dark after. I think it gives you like options, like how long.
Well, I'm trying to look. I'll lock it, and it just goes to that. It doesn't go dark.
That's weird.
Yeah, I'm gonna figure that out. I don't know. These new kids fucking
battery killer right there.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. These fucking kids and their newfangled fucking bullshit. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. Mini Rambo, you're in the chat. You got anything else to chime in with? We appreciate you guys tuning in. 5 people are still watching. Appreciate all you guys. Yeah, we kind of stopped. Bahamondes versus Turner. I picked Bahamondes. Those guys both took Turner. They're incorrect. No, I'm just kidding. That one's a toss-up for me. I think either one could win, but I got Bahamondes. They've got Turner. And I think I said either way it's a TKO or KO. Max, did you have a method in that? Turner by KO or is
I had KO.
I had the method. I had the hot take. Turner gets his first decision.
Right. Okay. Cool. Yeah, Mini Rambo, since you're turning in late, I'll kind of run you down. Well, we all picked. I can just run it through it with it real quick.
Glad we got notes for us.
Huh?
So I'm glad you take notes for us. You shouldn't be one of those people that works in the court, just writing down what everybody.
No,
says.
it's all like here because I just remember shit really well. In the championship fight, I picked Ankalaev by decision. Squared picked Pereira by decision. Max picked Pereira by KO or TKO. Gaethje Fiziev, they both took Gaethje. I took Fiziev. Turner Bahamondes. I took Bahamondes. They took Turner. Lemos and Lucindo. I took Lemos. They took Lucindo. I don't think we gave methods in that one. Might have been a decision for all of us, but and then Green versus Ruffy. Ruffy. We all picked Ruffy, and I think we all picked finish in that one. Man, everybody's falling for my bait on Twitter. Get better. Anyway,
this is what they call a master baiter.
I fucking took a picture of Mikey Musumeci and fucking Alex Pereira.
I kind of fell for that too. I was like, no, I don't know about that.
No, there's no fucking way. Like maybe if Mikey jumped on his fucking back like a spider monkey, it'd be the only way. Blades versus Colin's in the chat. Shout out, fucking our boy Colin. Man, we miss you too, bro. You got to come on the fucking thing. Give us your bet predictions. We need that again. We need to get the bet segment going. That motherfucker, you want to cash on some bets? Get our boy Colin in here. He actually does really good. So that seasoned bets, man. Shout out him. Blades versus Kuniev. We all picked Blades. Van versus Saruya. Max picked Saruya. We picked Van. Ferreira versus Petrosian, which is where we cut it off. We all picked Bruno. Morono versus Leal, guys. You got it. I'm gonna pick Leal because he almost beat Facardino. No, don't care. Okay. Myron Santos versus Francis Marshall. I'm gonna pick Myron. You guys got to pick on that? No. I don't even know who Santos and Diaz are. I'm not gonna lie. I watch the sport a lot. I have no fucking clue who either one of those guys are.
I know who Sam Patterson is. But...
No. Santos and D.
He did not say Sam Patterson at all.
He
Oh,
fucking.
I know who Sam Patterson is. I watched him over the weekend, actually.
All right, so guys, I think that's
Francis
all we have
Marshall.
time.
Jesus, I know who that is though. Actually, do you know who that is?
Anyway, uh, Colin says so for your betting people. Colin says Alex by KO, Fazeev by decision. So throw that bet on. Boys, you want to about wrap it up? We've been going for a while.
Yeah, no.
Hell yeah, I got to figure out why the fuck this phone doesn't lock for whatever fucking reason.
Well,
I've got to fart again, so yeah.
been a good episode, everybody. Appreciate you tuning into Bench Burner Sports, another live series episode, live series 18. We've been doing this for a while. We're going to keep doing it, and we appreciate you guys hopping in every time. We talked about UFC 313 this week. We will be talking about UFC 314 next month on the same platform, the same series. So we appreciate you guys for hopping in. Knuckles, what's up, dude?
Man, I'm excited for this card. Appreciate you guys tuning in as always. As you guys know, just appreciate you guys so much. We haven't done a live in a while. Had some fun with it. Really ran through the fucking main card, like sprinted through that shit. We got done in like less than 30 minutes or right around 30 minutes with that main card. So that was cool. Little bit less. I mean, there's a lot of dissension, but not a lot of shit talking. Appreciate everybody in the chat that tuned in, all you guys, Southpaw, Sean, all of the guys that tuned in, Colin. So hope you guys tune in for the next one. Always love talking about MMA. Appreciate you guys so much. See you guys in the next one. Squared, what do you got to say, man?
Yeah, that was fun. I think my favorite part of the lives is the comments and stuff, being able to interact. It's like the bench burner cast goes up to like 10 people all of a sudden. So thank you for all your comments. While you're here, drop a like. If you'd be so kind, subscribe if you're not. Turn notifications on, I guess. I think that's another thing that people say when they're
Something like that.
when they're giving out instructions at the end of the video. But also follow us on our other social medias, X/Twitter at bench_burner, Instagram and TikTok at bench burner sports. Everywhere else, just bench burner sports. Type it in, we'll pop up. So yeah, go and do that. Thank you.
Yeah. We appreciate everybody. We are hopping off for the night. Again, thank you so much for your support. It means the world to us, and we're looking forward to talking to you again. Peace.
Feel bad for South. Oh, we're still going.
No, I think it's